Eight-game road trip. Played just up Interstate 80 in Sacramento less than 24 hours ago, and we are underway. Young up court for the Hawks. Golden State has lost 4 of those games. Capella posting up inside, now double teamed, and gets the bucket inside.
Making himself a big target underneath the rim. They do a great job of playing off of him and playing off of Trey Young.
Here's Wiseman, banks it home on his first field goal attempt.
In the box score, it doesn't matter.
Collins, little baseline pass. Young way downtown for 3, and Collins there to clean it up. Primary ball handler tonight. He's had multiple games this year of over 10 assists. Quick catch and shoot. And Poole knocks down the 3.
I can't say enough good things about Jordan Poole and the player that he has become. Extremely confident, went down, handled his business, and now finds himself a key part of the future of the Warriors.
Through the contact, no call. And Atlanta basketball. Leading by 1. Collins quick swing. Bogdanovich side pocket 3 is pure.
I raise you 3.
Missed 25 games, but a nice cut to the basket there. And Steve Kerr has seen convoluted sign and trade initially with Milwaukee and Sacramento, which didn't come to fruition as Wiseman knocks down the long jump shot. Last team to play at the 2-year-old Chase Center. And you know what? Trey Young is getting to know these rims pretty well, Mark.
His ability to shoot and shoot from long distance is a thing of beauty.
Hawks up by 7. Wiseman inside with a nice floater in the paint. Mannion ball handling for the Warriors, who just checked into the ball game. He had his best game as an NBA player last night. Inside, Oubre fouled. Count it.
It's only going to put him in position to be locked, loaded, and ready when this team is whole and ready to get back into the playoff and championship picture.
That time, Collins with a short jumper.
Although he wasn't the same player that we've seen become accustomed to seeing him on the offensive end, coming off the bench, the firepower. He struggled early on in this season, but he's a guy that can flat out score.
Mark, how did they get going offensively here?
That's a great question, and to me, as you see the execution.
Here's Wiggins out top working against Gallinari. Has a mismatch here. A long 2 by Wiggins is good. Played at Siena back in the day.
I really like him as a player, though. That good size, competes, knockdown shots.
Was that number 3 because Dwayne Wade was his favorite player when he was making his come up? Gallinari from deep. Got it.
I do not see the similarities, with all due respect. It's not a knock, but how many guys in the history of the game can compare to Dwayne Wade?
Yeah. Well, the ambition was there. Lee with the floater in the paint. Took the hit and knocks it home. He brings the Warriors back to within 3. Here's Young. Guarded by Bazemore this time. Young slams on the brakes, and now Looney switches on to him. He got by Looney, took his time, and lacerated that defense.
That's the type of plays they want him to make on the floor.
Here's Young, gets into the paint again, hangs in the air and finishes with a little bit of jelly. And left it short. Here's Lee coming back the other way. Golden State, by the way, only turned it over 1 time as Oubre slams it 1 time. Mannion playing defense right now. If you remember, his dad Pace played in the NBA, started his career with Golden State, ended it with Atlanta.
He's going to work in the NBA. Just remain confident, and it's welcome sight for both of those guys.
Good help that time by Looney, but man, what a shot. Sounds exciting to me, Mark Jackson. I don't know about you. I love it.
It absolutely makes it so interesting and exciting and fun time to watch a little extra basketball, so I'm looking forward to it.
For Michael Jordan, long before Dr. J, before Connie Hawkins, there was Elgin Baylor, whose mid-air acrobatics really captured the imagination of many basketball fans around the world. Here's Young. Got by Mulder. Wiseman came over to help, and Capello sneaks in for the slam.
Trey Young is so crafty. To me, the only way to defend him is give him multiple looks, try to trap him, but put bigger bodies on him, as we see Wiggins get the basket and the contact.
Wolverine, former Assistant coach with the Miami Heat, doing a great job in the NCAA men's tournament.
Done an outstanding job all year long.
In the day that, as a rookie, you were impressed with Draymond Green's ability to be vocal and say the right things. Collins from the edge, got it.
You got a license. You got every right. You have just as much invested to speak your mind as long as you're speaking the truth.
Wiggins counters at the other end. The game in 4 days for the Golden State Warriors. They lost the first 2 to the 76ers and the Kings, as Trey Young gets that little floater to go in the paint. Here's Young. Now they run a double team at him, take him out of his hands. Collins, boy, he's done a fantastic job this year of stretching the floor with his three-pointer.
And that was absolutely, again, too easy.
Wiggins step back three. Got it. Andrew Wiggins taking out his do-it-yourself kit. Done at the offensive end for the Warriors. Here's Young.
Think about Tony Snell. He's a guy that he could nitpick what he can and could not do on the floor.
And they get a stop almost, but couldn't secure the defensive rebound. Wiggins from outside knocks down another three. That's his second one of the game. He's up to 20. Oubre to Wiggins, quick catch and shoot, and pure.
Only handling tough situations and then responding.
Young over to Collins, steps in with three ball. Butter without DeAndre Hunter tonight. Recently returned from that injury. Poole from deep, and he knocks down a three. Young, here's Collins, turns the corner and had it blocked. There's that stop.
I like what Draymond Green did there. Denied Young the opportunity to get the basketball back.
A little bit more respect on his name, Mark Jackson.
Absolutely.
I'm just waiting for John Jones to return. Wiseman steps through. The miss. Here comes Poole. 15-point lead for the Hawks. And they turn the ball over. Bogdanovich on the move. Nice fake. And sets up Collins with a little room service. Mannion over to Green. Swings it weak side. Wiggins. Quick catch and shoot. Knocks it home. Looney shows and helps. Didn't matter. Young with a great floater in the paint.
It was a different guy walking down the alley by myself as opposed to with my big brother Kevin and Pee Wee.
Steph has that gravity to him. Back in the day, Mark, I can imagine. You had your chest all out, I bet, didn't you?
Man, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Capella underneath with the putback. Oubre behind the three-point line off the mark. Steal by Mannion. It'll count. Got it! Nico in the nick of time for the Atlanta Hawks. See the difference in three-point shooting. Collins, foul, count it! It's Mannion. His dad watching for the first time in San Francisco. Quick baseline drive and the punch by Poole.
And it's funny you mentioned Nico's dad, pace watching him play. It doesn't matter whether you're a first-year player as a lob to Collins finishing off the Herder pass.
Looney one-on-one, hands it off. Mannion fires, got it.
If we're talking about being fair, be fair across the board.
I'd love to see both of them right now in the WNBA. Collins.
But he's done a great job of picking and choosing his spots, when to be aggressive as a scorer and when to make plays for his teammates.
Boy, Capella doing some work underneath, bounding a couple of times. That'll do it. The Atlanta Hawks come into San Francisco